Sleepy Hollow, Illinois is a quiet suburban village in the northwestern suburbs of Chicago. Located in the Fox River Valley just north of Elgin, this sleepy hamlet has quite the interesting history. According to an 1839 federal plat map of Dundee Township, an ancient burial ground is in the southern part of the township just west of the Fox River. The map records 27 ancient burial mounds located within a 40-acre parcel of land. In 2003, a renovation on a farmhouse that was located very near the site had human bones discovered on the property. The farm on this property was first settled in the late 1830s, known as the Campbell Farm. Construction was stopped to allow archaeologists to further explore and excavate the property. Only 3 remains were found and were identified as an adult and 2 children. Ceramic bowls and cups, which are believed to be of the Mississippian people, were found. Carbon dating indicates that the remains found on the property were alive as early as the 1300s. This is 300 years before the first documented European contact with indigenous peoples in the region.
The site is located about 300 miles north of Cahokia, Illinois, an indigenous city that once had at least 40,000 residents. This is one of the largest pre-European settlements recorded in North America. The artifacts discovered near the mounds in Sleepy Hollow were reported as belonging to the Mississippian people. Other nations have occupied the region. These nations consisted of the Potawatomi, Mississippi, Kickapoo, Ho-Chunk, Miami, and Peoria nations. The history of these civilizations goes back more than 10,000 years. The Native Americans who once inhabited the region have been gone since the 1830s because of the Black Hawk War. The indigenous peoples of this land were forced to relocate to Iowa, west of the Mississippi River. Many descendants still live on reservations in Iowa and in the state of Oklahoma. The existence of these forgotten mounds brings about many questions, specifically the topography of the area and its relation to the Fox River. Rivers served as transportation systems and were vital to trade with other indigenous peoples and eventually the French. French fur traders mapped out the rivers of North America, including Illinois. These maps provide the locations of villages inhabited by native peoples. According to records from the time, it was not the Mississippians that inhabited the Fox River Valley of Illinois, but the Potawatomi, Sauk, and Fox. These would be some of the factions involved in the Black Hawk War in the 1830s. This permanently banished indigenous peoples out of Illinois and west of the Mississippi River into what is now the state of Iowa.
What other interactions did the Mississippians have with the land in the area? The map shows a perfect land on the river. This would provide a port of trade and transportation. Looking at the geography, the highlighted area also brings about questions. Was there human involvement in the creation of this area? The hollows that encircle the area may provide a clue of what caused this landscape. It is possible that it could have been carved out by the Fox River, as rivers often do shift and create similar landscapes. However, there are other questions about this land. Was it at one point a major settlement? How many people lived there? And how big a role did it play in Mississippian society?
Then there are some more questions, unpleasant questions. Have these mounds been allowed to rest in peace, or have there been disturbances? Aerial photography from as early as the 1930s shows that the area was cultivated and was being used to grow crops. What is even more disturbing is that there are maps that show gravel pits in the area in question. If there was a company extracting gravel from these mounds, it is very certain that they did come across human remains. They may have also discovered other artifacts that could provide clues as to the history of the land.